Hey, welcome back. Normally I like to talk about the game of each episode, but I feel for this one you need only this demonstration. Alright? Alright? Ta-da! Now, I know that made absolutely no sense, but I promise you it will as we go along. This is Total Overdose. Our tale begins in 1989, when DEA agent Ernesto Cruz, who you control for the first stage, leads a raid in the South American jungle to obtain information on a drug lord known as Papa Muerte. Unfortunately, Ernesto is murdered by an unknown agent by being pushed out of a plane.
In your brain sometimes. Papa Muerte thanks you for your hard work.
Commander trusts.
Years later, his son Tommy, also a high-ranking DEA agent, heads to Mexico to meet with an informant with info on his father's murder. After taking out a gang convoy, which is the second game's mission, he gets wounded in an explosion, having to be put on desk duty. But Tommy has an ace up his sleeve, his twin brother Ramiro, aka Ram. Tommy pulls his criminal sibling out of prison to offer him a chance for a clean slate by continuing what he started. Ram then heads to Mexico, guns and hot-headed temper in tow, to find his father's killer and the connection to Papa Muerte. The story for Total Overdose is really damn good. Yeah, the revenge talk is a common staple in most games, but it's the way it's told, along with its cast of characters, that makes it refreshing. Essentially, Total Overdose is the closest we'll get to El Mariachi the game.
He owes me. You'll find him and his buddies in a downtown joint called the Grease Burger.
If my intro didn't make much sense to you, basically Total Overdose is the love child of the Max Payne and Tony Hawk series. Oh, you need more. Okay. TO is a third-person shooter set in the open-world city of Los Toros, where you partake in various missions to progress the story along. You can also hone your skills at the local shooting range, as well as complete side missions that level up your character when completed. And of course how well your end score is. But don't think there's nothing to find while free roaming. There's plenty of things to collect that unlock Ram's skills like dual-wielding guns. The main missions themselves are pretty straightforward. Complete objectives throughout the level and make it to the end without getting yourself shot to pieces. You have quite a few tools of the trade at your disposal, ranging from handguns, shotguns, rifles, SMGs, launchers, explosives, melee weapons, and cars. Yeah, you can drive cars around in this game, and besides transportation, you can jump out bullet time style. Hell, you can knock people out with a door. Using cars as a weapon is something you'll probably do more than driving them though, as they don't control very well. Thankfully, you can just quick start missions, making driving somewhat useless, but at least Ram controls much better, which is good to have as this is where the Tony Hawk part comes into play. Besides the standard bullet dodge slow-mo that comes in every specially marked box of third-person shooters, Ram can perform combos by linking slow-mo dives, wall jumps and runs, headshots, and car kills. The more you do these stunts, the combo meter raises, allowing for a bigger score multiplier, as long as you keep it active. Like a Tony Hawk game. On top of that, you can also earn special attacks from combos called Loco moves. These range from using a golden gun that kills in one hit, the ability to rewind time a la Prince of Persia, guitar case machine guns, summoning skeleton wrestlers to assist you, and ramming bull charge. Get it? Because ram and ramming. I'll stop now. Besides the bad driving controls, there really isn't much to gripe about. Yeah, the difficulty curve can spike a little bit, but other than that, Total Overdose plays like a dream. Visually, Total Overdose is a wonderful sight to behold. The city of Los Toros and the areas surrounding it give off a colorful yet dry look, similar to the Mexican towns you'd see in a Robert Rodriguez film. The same could be said for its cast of characters, looking like a crazy cartoon ensemble. In the audio department, the music is a pretty kick-ass collection of Mexican rock and hip-hop tunes that totally fit the tone of the game. So much so that the music actually builds up as you're building up your combos. Regarding voice acting, the performers do a bang-up job of giving the over-the-top cast a wacky personality to match their looks, especially Ram.
I would shake your hand, but mine is covered in blood.
I'm a vegetarian.
The funny Americano. But us Mexicano boys are not impressed with talk, only action. You really want to prove yourself to me?
I guess. I got nothing better to do.
So that's Total Overdose, and damn is it a fun game. Fun gameplay, fun story, fun characters, some wonky driving, but overall totally worth being in your big green collection. Now you would think with a game like Total Overdose that was critically well received for the time and sold decently that there would be a sequel. Well, you're right, there was. Sort of. There was a sequel planned subtitled Tequila Sunrise that would have let you explore all over Mexico, but sadly developer Deadline Games shut down after their final game, Watchmen: The End Is Nigh, bombed. They did, however, release another chapter in the story for the PSP called Chili Con Carnage, but it's been declared more of a loose remake of Total Overdose than an actual sequel. But at least we did get one hell of a love letter to the El Mariachi trilogy. And with that, this is the Dolly Popka. Thanks for watching and stay green. I'll see you next time.